Hey guys, it's Carl Brown for GuitarLessons365.com. Today we're going to learn how to play Nirvana's cover of Lake of Fire by the Meat Puppets. Now this is the unplugged version, so it's pretty much the Meat Puppets were on the stage with them, at least the Kirkwood brothers were. So the guitar parts in this are actually being played by Curt Kirkwood, and so Cobain is just singing. So we are tuned down a half step. So make sure your guitar is tuned down starting from the low E. You'll see the notes in the description, but it's E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat. All right, so let's talk about this. We have a couple of chord progressions to learn, and then we have the solo to check out. So let's start with that opening chord progression I played. Now we're going to start with a bar chord, a G minor bar chord, which isn't played like that every time. Not always doing this. Sometimes it's just the power chord. So, but first you'll have to play the full bar at the 3rd fret and then the 5th fret on the A and the D. Then take it down to the 1st fret and you're just hitting the 3 bottom strings now. So it's just a true F power chord there. So we have this. Then what we're going to do is come across here to play this B flat major chord. So you're going to do that just while your 3rd finger is just going to bar across the 3rd fret of the B, G, and D strings while playing the 1st fret there on the A. Now, in addition to that, a lot of times you're getting the F, the 1st fret on the low E in there too as well with that chord. So we have this. All right, so we're going to start with that. We have this. Then back to the G power chord or the G minor, whatever. Just hit a power chord now. And then here we have, you're going to play 5th fret on the G and the B together. You kind of do some bends, bend them together, just pull them down to the floor a little bit. Kind of a couple times. Then pick them again. And then the 3rd fret on the B and the G together. And then back F to the B flat, and then move that up to 2 frets to the C. And when you do that, you're going to bring that note on the 6th string along with it. So we have this all together. Let me just put it together for you. And then to the F power chord, to the G. All right? And then they act like they're starting the riff over again. It's just a little ending from 3 power chord to 1 back to the 3. So all together for the riff before the little guitar lick sounds like this. So that's the whole part, and then it goes into this, which is the 10th fret there on the G and 11th on the B. You're going to pick across both of them, just down on the G, up on the B. Pick back and forth, and then move it down to the 5th fret, so that's the 6th fret on the B, and then move it up to 7 on the G, 8 on the B. So it's the same shape. You play it with these 2 fingers if you want. All right, so that's the verse of the song. And then they have a chorus of the song which sounds like this. Before I get to that, actually, later in the song you'll actually hear the same riff. But these little 3 ending chords, you'll hear them play like this. So it's kind of down, up, down, up, down, up. Then into the same guitar fill. Now let's talk about the chorus. It sounds like this. All right, so we're starting with a D minor chord here. you don't know what a D minor is, check out the open chord tutorials in the beginner section at GuitarLessons365.com. It's all there for you for free. To a B suspended second chord. So B flat, sorry about that. So that's a bar at the first fret, and you can play the third fret on the D and the G while letting the B string, you know, just be the bar. So that's the first fret there on the B. So it's really just the 4 middle strings there you really want to hear. Doesn't really matter if you get the chord notes around it though. So we have this. Then back to the D minor. Then do just a regular A major. You can play it like that or whatever way you like to play an A. Then back to the D minor. Back to the B flat sus2. Now I see how I'm barring across, so I'm getting that note in the 6th string there, the F. I'm going to move this up to a C sus2, so move it up 2 frets. So I'm moving that note with it on the low E string. And then up to a D minor chord. So just keep moving up 2 more frets and add the, your middle finger is going to play the 6th fret on the B string. Just pick across. So we have this. And then, and what I did there was pick up the 2nd finger, pick the B string, so it's going to sound like the bar that's holding the note, hammer on, pull back off, then 7 on the G, 4 on the, 7 on the D. So if I'm So the whole chorus, nice and slow. Back. All right, so let's take a look at the guitar solo now. Guitar solo starts with basically 2 of this rhythm. I might actually start with the. But anyways, that 3-1-3 done twice, and then into the guitar fill that we did earlier. You do that twice, and then the main solo. So let me play through it real quick. All right, so there's some notes during the solo that aren't hit quite very loud in the mix. They're hit really low, very muted. So some of it's a little hard to pick up on one of those runs, but we can. Most of it's pretty easy. So let's start here with that same lick twice. Then we have the first phrase. All right, so we're kind of already working across a G minor blues. So we're gonna slide into 3rd fret on the B, roll to the 3rd fret on the high E, back to 3rd fret on the B, then a bend there at the 6th fret on the B, to the 3rd fret there on the high E. Then we start this descending run. So we have this 6 on the B, 5-3 on the G, 5-3 on the D, then 5-4-3 on the A, then 6-3-3. All right, now we're going to go up, 3-6, 3-5 on the, it's kind of muted on the recording, 3-6, 3-5, 3, then pick 3 again and hammer on 5. And then you're going to come and grab the 3rd fret on the G and the B together. Little double stop. Over back to the 5th fret on the D string. So from the descending run. All right, now I'm going to go into some more double stops. So I'll just play this next phrase. All right, so we're going to slide into the 7th fret on the G string and play 6 on the B with it. So 7, pick the B string, then back and forth, back to the 7, slide down to 5, 3 to 5 on the D. From there, you're going to pick 5 again, pick 5 again to 3 on the D, then pick 5 twice on the A string. Back to the 3 on the D, and back to the 5 on the A. All right, and from there we have 3 on the D, 5, 3 on the A, then 6 on the low E, and then hit the 3rd fret on the low E 3 times. Kind of accented, so we have this. All right, next phrase. So this one is where it gets a little bit erratic. So we're going to start here with just a sliding into 7 and then 6 on the B. And then we start kind of the same lick we did before. We're going to play slide into 3, roll to 3 on the high E, back to 3 on the B, then play 6, 3, and then play 3, 5 on the G. And here's where it kind of gets kind of low, it's really muted sounding. And what I'm hearing there is he kind of does that, which is 3 on the D, 5, 3 on the A, 6 on the low E, and then back to the 5 on the D. All right, so it's very low, and then we're back to these double stops at the 3 on the B and the G together. And that's easy to hear on the recording. And then 5, and then it's hammer 3 to 5 on the D. From there, we're back to the double stops, back to the 5, and back to the double stops. And then we have this descending line getting towards the end of the solo. That's just the same thing we did earlier. 5, 3 on the D, 5, 4, 3 on the A, to 6, 3 on the low E. From there, we're going to end it with this. Kind of get that feel. So we have this 3, 6, 3, 4, 5 to 3 on the D, then hammer that to the 5th fret. So pick that 3 twice. And then 3 on the A, 6, 3 on the low E. You can hit that 3 twice. That's also when the song ends as well. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon for GuitarLessons365.com.